What's up? Oh, okay. Hey, we're live
Oh,
on the SideQuest during the SideQuesting Patreon draft
yeah.
for Fantasy Critic or something. How's it
Yeah,
going?
yeah, it's going.
That's JJ over
Yeah.
here. I'm Dolly, and we're doing the Fantasy Critic draft. And we're also going to be talking about stuff, including some games if JJ can survive long enough. I know
Uh,
you've been a little under the weather there.
well, at least talk about at least some.
Okay. Um, yeah. So what's up, everybody? How you guys all doing? You being you, JJ.
Oh, just a second there. Just surviving out there in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah,
Yeah, just doing my best. I'm tired. I'm sick.
yeah.
I have to mute Discord notifications while
Yeah.
this goes on right now.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I have mine muted, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see if anybody joins us to watch during our. Oh, we got a couple of viewers. Of course, he's late. There you go. Oh, I'm not late. I am late. It's because I
Yeah.
was hanging with you, Moose. That's why. We went
No,
out to
it's a
dinner.
likely story.
Yeah. But we have our draft going on right now, and Quest is. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Who's heated gamer moment? By the way, I love the names of all of our
Yeah.
characters here. Our team. So we have our Patreon draft, and as is want to be, you have to come up with some funny names. We have like Blissful Games. I know a guy, which is Stefan.
Yeah.
Sanic Team. I have Sweaty Baby Inc. because
Yeah.
baby, it
Yeah.
just gets worse from there. It just gets worse.
I'm diverse, equitable, and incredible.
Exactly, and you are all of those things, so it's always good. But yeah, total excuses. While that draft is going on, I think we get like an audible ding when it's our turn, so I'm just gonna let it keep going. But we can talk a little bit about some of the news that's out there, as well as some of the games that you've been playing, and we'll go from there. Really, the big news has been kind of the Switch
Yeah,
2
I know it's
stuff.
my turn.
Is it your turn? Nice.
Yeah.
It's JJ's turn. So yeah, I have it on the screen behind me here and on the screen up here. So it's and I'm drinking some coffee as I go forward. Yeah, good. Stefan, let us know if we don't hear the ding to let us know it's our turn.
Yeah.
As we were joking, actually. So a few of us, the local side questing folk, a few of us went out to dinner this evening, and Greg, or Exaggeramoose, sorry, noted how this is Zach's kind of first real project manager moment, and he's trying to get all of us to be on time, and it immediately failed because Taylor didn't even have his like name ready, and I didn't even know there was a wish list. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm just clicking names. Apparently there was a wish list. So
I am just playing it by the seat of my
same.
pants.
There are two people that are genuinely serious about this, and that's Stefan and Zach, and the rest of us are like, I don't even know what I'm doing here.
I at least the two games that I have grabbed are ones that I kind of wanted to deal with anyways. So
Sure. Good. Which ones did you get so far?
I got Snake Eater Delta in the remake category, and the new Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves fighting game.
Nice.
I knew there's at least be two that nobody thinks about coming out.
Nice. That's good. I did Split Fiction because I figured that could probably be a pretty,
that was a good call for new IP, I think.
For new IP, yeah.
Yeah.
Just go by hype factor for yourself. Yeah, listen. I go by hype factor. I actually hopped online and did a quick Google search for upcoming indie games in 2025. And just heard, that's the sound. It's my turn. I just got the dingleberry sound. So let me go to draft game. I'm looking at my wish list here. Show my watch list or whatever that is. And I'm going to pick, I took that, available. I'm going to pick Death Stranding 2 on a draft. Death Stranding 2 supposedly is coming out this year, so we'll see how that.
Based on Kojima's tweets, man, that game is destroying him, man. It seems like.
Yeah, I think so. So let's quickly talk. Let's talk about the Switch 2. I'm gonna hop into the Genki stuff.
Yeah.
They were at. Oh, here we go. We're also joined by Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, what's up?
The gummy is hitting now, so I'm having a hard time multitasking.
Well,
Stefan, you got class tomorrow, dude. You shouldn't be up this late. Yeah, we're doing the stream and we're just chatting, and we're actually going to be chatting right now about the Switch 2 leaks and all that fun stuff. So, have you heard about the Switch? You guys heard about the Switch? There's a sequel coming out, Switch 2, the Switching.
You hear about this? You heard about this?
The real funny stuff. I love the Nintendo Life did this. The initial article about the Genki, which is an accessory maker, said, "Hey, we're going to have the actual Switch 2 at our booth." So everyone showed up there, and it's not the Switch 2. It is what they said initially, which was, we have a Switch 2 unit. This is sort of a mock-up here that we're showing with their accessories, like their charging station, and then they've further backtracked and said, well, this is actually based on the stuff that we don't have an actual unit. This is the stuff that we'd heard that everybody else already knows. And now they're coming out, like Nintendo approached them, and so the company is now gone, essentially. But just some interesting stuff about the Switch 2 that we've been seeing. Let's see if I can find some stuff here. There we go. I'll just let this play in the background here. This is can you guys see the full screen of this video? Yeah. So supposedly the Switch 2 attaches magnetically, some of the stuff we've been hearing over time. It no longer comes in sliding from the top, kind of comes in sideways, which is a little bit weird, but whatever. It's bigger than the original Switch. And it has a new USB-C opening on the top, and it has a new kind of C button underneath the home button on the right there. There's the beautiful, seductive-looking holder for the Switch Joy-Cons. But yeah, these are the mock-ups. This is some of the things, Initial thoughts on the Switch 2 leaks. It's just I'm very curious to see what you guys. First of all, do you think these are legit at all? Second of all, do you think that when do you guys think the Switch 2 will actually be announced? So, Johnny, why don't you go first? Since you're,
what do I think the Switch 2 will be like?
Yeah. Well, do you think that this is indicative of what the Switch 2 is?
I don't know, man.
Man, I don't know.
I really don't. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like all this speculation stuff is I mean, if that is it, I don't know. It looks kind of cool, I guess. Mm-hmm. There's the vagina controller.
Yeah. The vagina controller.
Vagina controller.
Yeah. It's just it's kind of weird how much of a leaky faucet this has been, because Nintendo is not known for leaks like this, from what I can recall. JJ, what are your thoughts?
The thing is like, even if this isn't what the designs end up looking like, it's so generic looking in terms of what a Switch 2 could be that if it's not, it's close enough. I think the Joy-Cons are right. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. This part of the cycle bores me, because it's just a bunch of fucking CAD files and shit coming out left and right. That's I don't care. And we don't even know. It's like, and because nobody has any accessories for the dock is what I'm most interested in anyway.
Right. Same. I'll say this, this is not whatever you think of this thing, it's not going to speed up Nintendo's reveal of the Switch 2, even with all these leaks, right? Because they have their timeline, they have their partners they're working with, they have a a bunch of stuff that needs to take place before they actually reveal, the Switch 2 that they're still working things out with. Like these leaks are coming out, but it's not like, oh crap, Nintendo's just gonna force a video out tomorrow. By the way, maybe they'll force a video out. No, just kidding. So there's plenty of things that need to happen. That said, I feel like this is pretty close, which is okay. I mean, it's almost like they took the Switch Pro, how far along it was in development, whatever there was, the supposed Switch Pro, and said, let's just push it a little bit more and make it the Switch 2, if that's what this is.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in the games, obviously. Like, I don't think it needs to be like a revolutionary device. Really, just needs to kind of catch up a little bit more.
It just needs to be like a Steam Deck or whatever.
Yeah,
like
with Nintendo, and I think
games.
yeah, and I think exactly Steam Deck with like Nintendo games. Now there are a couple interesting things like that. The supposed C button could be Johnny's turn. He'll get on.
No, it's my turn. I'm the one doing it now. Shut up.
Yeah, relax, Stefan. Like the C button to me could be like a connect button. So that maybe it streams to the dock. Like that's been one of the rumors early on. So I'd love to be able to.
I'm thinking second screen stuff, maybe.
Exactly, and I do think like if this is called the Switch 2, and this again, me just kind of whatever. Nintendo always names Nintendo never doesn't do a product naming sequel. Like they won't really say it. Like even the 3DS was a 3D DS, right? So even the Wii U was the U part was meant to be the whole you have this controller, you have a separate screen. So if it's called the Switch 2, which I think it probably is, they're going to make a big deal about the branding and marketing aspect. Like they'll say, okay, you're going to be able to play together, play on two screens. I think there'll be sort of a marketing and branding aspect to that they're going to fill in with the Switch 2. It's a Switch 2. It'll make it easy for parents to know how to buy it. But I feel like it's okay that I feel like it's interesting that if they do go Switch 2, that's what's gonna be their branding. Two controllers, two people at once, two screens, two modes of play at once. Like supposedly the right Joy-Con also has an optical sensor in it to use as a mouse, which could be kind of interesting as well. For those types of games. And so, Switch 2, big to fail. I think that'd be part of the branding. But again, at this point, it's like I don't care to see this leak stuff anymore. It really doesn't bother me. And Nintendo's response was actually pretty good when you think about it. Their official response to the Genki stuff was basically, or to all the leaks, basically them saying, these are not official images. That's all they said. And I think that's hilarious because it's true. They're not official images. This is probably the thing, but these aren't official images of the thing. Like Nintendo's going to produce the official images. So, I feel like I'm past this thing. Just tell me the cool stuff it does, which we don't know yet, and then show me the games. And if it does a lot of cool stuff, like you can do some. If you do have a mouse built in, now you can start thinking about stuff like, keyboard and mouse movement, motion. Mario Paint 2.
The shitty little stick from the new 3DS that they did.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But like, I lots of stuff I'd love. I mean, it'd be the first home console that has a mouse sort of built in, because then you're gonna have, you'll have the accessory makers. It'll be able to do all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. I think maybe that C button is more of a Bluetooth connect button, so you can connect to a Logitech mouse or a other peripheral manufacturers. Maybe they've learned a little bit from that sample. Who knows? But I'm kind of done seeing the hardware. I just want to know when it will be revealed. So, what do you guys think from reveal standpoint? Do you think we're getting close? Do you think we're still far out by the Nintendo standards? They did say it was going to be by the end of this fiscal year, which ends in March.
I think it'll be this month. I don't know. It's only a few weeks. that we see an official announcement at this point.
I don't think it'll be next week because
No.
Next week is the inauguration, so they're going to stay away from that. It will either be this coming week or the last week of January. If it's this coming week, they also have Donkey Kong Country coming out this week on the 15th or 16th. So you kind of don't want to overshadow because they've been marketing Donkey Kong Country. So that's why I personally start to lean towards the end of the week or the end of the month as a Switch 2 thingy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting for sure.
It's been when did the Switch come out? Was it 2015 or 2016?
They first revealed it in October of 2016.
Okay.
And it launched in March of 2017. It's funny because I just rewatched the video of the Switch, the initial Switch reveal, and it was interesting. Like I remember watching it way back in 2017. And I hadn't watched it since, but rewatching that initial reveal is kind of funny because you do see some of the stuff they talked about, like with I think another thing came out where the Switch was supposed to have a virtual console set up, but people didn't. Obviously, they liked the idea of a virtual console, but didn't like the fact that you had to rebuy the games each time because they were constantly linked against different, what do they call them? ID systems, Nintendo ID systems, and they had different emulation processes across all the different. So it really was like a completely new game each time. Meanwhile, I mean, that's why they came up with this sort of online, the NSO stuff, where you just download one chunky file and it has all the games built into it. So when the Switch 2 launches, you could just download that one file again and have all your games in there. So I think you can still get all the retro games you want, right? You can still go out and buy all the hamster ported stuff, but yeah, they should release an inauguration with red and blue models. Looks like they're doing like the orange and blue, right? With some of this, some of the stuff they're showing there. It's kind of interesting color.
I think like it's hard to know because there's been a lot of white stuff, which is hard to tell if that's just
that's just America.
It's like is white is white just the cheaper plastic to get to
I think for 3D prints, I think so. Yeah, I think it is.
Like the filament, like the uncolored filament is.
Oh, it looks like right there. You go. So, I am. But yeah, who knows? It'll be this month. It'll likely be this month, is what I'm guessing. They're through the holidays, so I'm trying to think of what other news we can talk about. There is Awesome Game Done Quick raised like $2.5 million for a cancer nonprofit. I don't know if you guys watched any of the Awesome Games.
Not actively. It was just kind of on.
Exactly. Yeah. And the one thing I did catch was the what was it? There was an awesome. Was it the arcade game for? Crap. It was Batman Forever arcade game, which was freaking phenomenal. It was unbelievable, the Batman arcade game. So I didn't even know that existed, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then anything else? Let's see here. Oh, there is rumors that not rumors, but this is almost kind of confirmed. You have the more Xbox franchises are coming to PS5 this year. And so there's rumors.
Fusion Frenzy.
What's that?
Is Fusion Frenzy coming to PS5?
Let's just freaking hope. I would love Fusion Frenzy to come to PS5, but no, it's like they're saying Gears of War. Obviously, you have you have what's the other game? You have Avowed. You have Fable. You have, and there's the rumor of what is it? Another game. but it's real interesting to know. I mean, Xbox is kind of going all in. I don't want to say third
Look
party.
at the Master Chief Collection is going to start appearing.
That's right.
On
Yeah,
everything.
the Master Chief Collection. I think it's obvious. I think it's gonna happen. Like these games are going to come out, and I think they're gonna be pretty good, pretty well received, I should say, on these other platforms. So because you need to, Microsoft wants to push themselves as everything is an Xbox. So why not put these games on there? Because people want to play them, and they don't want to be stuck playing them on an Xbox, which they talked about it recently. By the way, Jenny, I love the crazy frog you got there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Xbox's consoles aren't selling. There's they showed the recent numbers, and their actual console sales numbers have sort of completely gone flat. But there's rumors of whatever the Xbox Prime console, that's their next console coming in 2026. Amazon's going to have a thing to say about that, but who knows? But yeah, you have Flight Simulator and Halo Master Chief, which Sony's console, and also I think like the Switch 2, those are also supposedly mentioned for Switch 2. Hellblade 2, Age of Mythology, and the name is potentially Mythology. Potentially Gears of War 1 Ultimate Edition. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that these games are coming out there. No thanks. I mean, you look at Sea of Thieves has been incredibly popular on PS5, and I think it may actually be more popular on PS5 than it was on the Xbox, for all I know. But
it's not really saying much. I mean,
it's not really saying much. Yeah. So it's
but
a
at least
rare.
It's Skull and Bones.
yeah, exactly. So, who knows what that will bring? But I do think that it's going to be quite interesting. If that does happen. Speaking of one more little Xbox thing, I'm going to share this. They do have, come on, there you go. They do have a developer direct happening on January 23rd. And what makes this interesting is that they're going to have more Doom. They're going to have Compulsion. They're going to have whatever, Claire 2033, whatever that game is, Obscura. And then they have a mystery studio announcement, and I think, was it you or somebody was saying maybe this is the Toys for Bob game that could pop
somebody
up there.
Said that.
Yeah, and that might be very likely, because the Toys for Bob has been sort of pushing for a new game now that they've officially spun away from Activision owning them to become their own separate thing, sort of within Xbox. But that could be interesting, especially considering that they're the ones that made some really cool projects in the past. They kind of ran the Skylanders series, which I really enjoyed. Even those last couple, which were kind of too filled with stuff. So yeah, that could be something. Heck, if they brought a new Skylanders in, I'd be really happy. Doesn't Xbox now own Spyro, right? So they kind of technically could bring it in. And then does this kind of give an idea of when Nintendo's date is for their Switch 2 reveal? Like, it could mean that the Switch 2 is revealing the week prior. Nintendo might say, hey, we are going to have Doom the Dark Ages, and we are going to have a bunch of other stuff on the Switch, and then those might show up here. So very interesting. One last thing about Nintendo, by the way. This is for JJ and I specifically, the Game Boy. Lego Game Boy, baby. I am so freaking excited for this. We didn't get the Game Boy Mini classic console thing, so this is the closest that we're going to have to, for now. Maybe Nintendo will change their mind and come out with a Game Boy Mini.
If Lego wasn't as expensive as it is, then I would buy this.
Yeah, they've their prices continue to go up because they have, the consoles have kind of fallen into adult Lego territory, right? Because Lego has their Lego, and then there's Lego for adults, which these big ass like the NES.
I wonder, because I mean, the Game Boy, even if you have it be 1-to-1 scale, is still on the smaller side of a Lego set. I'm picturing it probably being in line with like the Piranha Plant set or whatever. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's true.
it's probably a $60 or $70 Lego set,
Yep.
unless
And
they
sell
go
a bajillion of
unless
these.
they go crazy on it or something. But even so, because
Mhm.
the pricing per piece has stayed relatively consistent. So the only time the pricing per piece goes out of whack is when they include a lot of minifigures, or like B
Yeah.
Star Wars tax is always a big one.
It's interesting because some of those Star Wars, some of the sets that are like in the $200, $300 range are stacked, or maybe they're like rolling cars type of stuff. The Nintendo stuff that's been in the $200, $300 range, the console things, Nintendo, Atari, they all have like a bajillion moving parts in them. And
I mean, even the
interesting too.
the question block for all intent purposes
was wild.
Was relatively well priced too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I mean, and it's relatively complex with like hidden patches and stuff. Like I just finished building the Pac-Man Lego set.
Okay.
Not that long ago, and
Nice.
that's an
You
expensive.
showed that. Yeah.
That's an expensive set, but like it has a shit ton of pieces and moving pieces. It's got like a track system, and it's got a light feature and stuff. I also built the
Lego. Yeah. The good thing about Lego is the resellability of all these things.
Yeah.
Like,
even fully built
market is great for Lego.
Yeah. Even fully built, you usually only lose like at best, you got best lose like, penny, like it scales too. Oh, it was a $200 set. You'll get 160 for it, no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Oh, not eligible in any open slots. Crap! I gotta show.
Bitch!
Dang it! I'm gonna do the one that's a bet against. So I'm gonna bet against.
Oh, look at you!
Warning! Oh God Almighty!
This is like The Big Short.
Okay, I'm shorting now. I did the all in the regular. Let me do a short. I got a short. Okay.
Yeah, and you don't do the counter picks now. You don't pick the counter picks at this point.
Yeah,
that's after everyone's drafted.
Yeah, crap. Like I'm in the. Can I pick this? Can I draft this? Everything says game not eligible in any open slots.
Well, because like you're sweaty baby, correct?
Yeah.
You can only pick right now free to play expansions or remakes and remasters.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it. Okay. Free to play expansions, remakes, and remasters. Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna get this.
And there's filter buttons across. You can just click on them and it only shows you the ones that are available for.
Yeah, stupid.
I am stupid. I'm gonna do. I got one. I know time's running out. Probably. Who cares though? Free to play expansions, remakes. Can I select this one? Yeah. Okay. Got it. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
That's
FLX is. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay.
So now you have to pick
free to play expansion or my counter pick, which
the counter picks are at the end. You're not picking a counter pick right now.
Got it. Okay, I got it. I figured it out now. Ladies and gents, I figured it out. So it's kind of fun. Like, click on filters. Whoa. What? When does Dally read? I don't read the rules at all. So I've made my pick. So I like Stefan's. He's talking through YouTube and Twitch, which is
I just noticed that he's got both of us on.
He switched it up. He got tired of the YouTube and switched
it up. Okay, I think that's it for the news. Let's talk a little bit about what we've been playing. JJ, I know you have some review stuff, which you can talk about right now if you'd like.
Well, first of all, I want to say I've been playing a lot of Clone Hero.
Okay.
On PC, it's just a free to play software that's just Guitar Hero that lets you import songs, and so basically, nice. And because I got the new PDP Riftmaster that hooks right into the PC, it's just like let's go. That's been my
nice
sort of passion right now. People have just uploaded, like, you can just download every Guitar Hero and Rock Band game and have the notes already charted. They just import nice, smooth and easy, and then like I'm starting to download like Sonic the Hedgehog music and stuff to play. It's great. Move on for a second while I do the two things. That's my
sure. Yeah. So real quick, what I've been playing. Mine will be fast. Now that I've got that. Like
yes, Stefan. It's called Clone Hero because it's a clone of Guitar Hero. That's exactly why it's called that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am plugging through more of Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Blah blah. I'm going through this game because I was really far along when I gave it one of my GOTY picks because it's very understandable what that game is. But now I'm opening up some of the new stuff that they've included. I'm really kind of focusing on some of that. Like there's all the secret locations and things like that, and the new job listings or jobs and that kind of stuff. So I'm really playing into that kind of stuff, and I'm going through all of my all the different characters and teammates that I've made, and now I'm really playing with maxing. For some reason, I love to just grind and max out stats on my characters and really getting their kind of finessing their personalities and that kind of stuff. So I love the Crybaby book. It makes you get that. So I'm playing through that, love it. And then I'm also more Balatro, obviously, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Just about to finish that sucker, so that I can start thinking about Rebirth. But maybe I'll hold on and go into some of my other big long ass RPGs. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Johnny, what have you been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile 2.
Okay. 2? You're Elon Musk's you're the guy who's doing all the grinding for Elon Musk, right?
Yeah. He gave me his account and I get to do it for him.
Nice.
And he pays me $20,000 a year to do that.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, that's how do you think he became a billionaire?
Yeah.
I've been playing that. I've been playing a lot of UFO 50.
Oh, I gotta get that game. I keep hearing so many good things about it.
It's crazy. That it's like,
what if
I don't know, man. There's like a lot about it that's like just weirdly gets its hooks into me with like with its games. I mean, like there's 50 games in there, and like the games that I've tried that really click with me, I don't even realize they click with me until I'm like playing it for like 2 hours, and then I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's just great puzzle games in there, great action games in there, great platforming games in there. There's just so much that's just so good. I've been playing that, Balatro,
nice,
Final Fantasy 14, and I've been playing Frostpunk too. Just like it's kind of like a slow time right now. So
which is just the perfect catch up, slow fun time.
And I've been playing Thelvedek, that RPG Maker game that's like, it's very strange. It's like it's a critical darling. I've been playing it a little bit. Just started it.
Okay.
And
perfect timing. Yeah.
So far it's great.
Yeah, nice. Excellent. Cool.
What if I just drafted Call of Duty and just
yeah, do it. Book it. Real quick, I wanted to, before we get into JJ's games, I know he's trying to do his pick right now. I'm going to get into the folks from the Patreon who support SideQuesting. Again, thank you everybody who supports the Patreon. You really do help. In fact, we talked about it today. The few of us went out to dinner. A couple of the folks are Patreon members. Really, really thank you guys. Don't have to, like we said, don't have to do this, but because you want to tip, like throw a little bit of a change to throw some coin to your witchers. I mean, we do appreciate it. Our executive, Punctified, and Tom Johnson. You guys are the executives. You guys run this show. This is it. You guys are awesome. Everybody else, not so much. Just kidding. Everybody else is just as awesome.
No, they suck.
Tom Johnson. Thank you to Tom. thank you to Punctified. You guys are fantastic.
Yeah,
and you can find
on
them
the show, but at least he pays for it. So
yeah, exactly. We've been trying to
great.
get a hold of Tom. Maybe he'll come back to the U.S. at some point. Also, thank you to our producers, Stefan Swanlin, Zero the Prototype, Exogenius, and Jeff Grubb.
Exogenous.
Exogenous. Whatever. I like exogenous because it makes him sound like a genius. Makes him sound ex-genius. Ex-genius. No, thank you to you guys for being producers. You guys are awesome. And if you'd like to become a Patreon member of SideQuesting, just go to patreon.com/SideQuestingTV or go to SideQuesting.com. You can see us on the right side of the screen over there. Everybody else, thank you again. Thanks, friends of the show. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
We focus on the producers and the executives for our weekly shout outs. So let's get no more money for me. Hey, if you drop off and then resubscribe, we do have to let you have to mention you, which is fantastic because please keep doing that. It means you're actually paying over and over again to be on the Patreon shout outs. But those are the shout outs. Thank you guys so much. We do appreciate everything you do for us. And you're an awesome community. We love you guys. JJ, are you ready to talk about what you've been playing? Sorry, I'm like leading in.
Yeah, sure. At least let's talk about is it RIKI or RIKI?
Something like it's you know what, RIKI,
spoken words in the game.
Yeah.
The phrase is never said out loud. I've only ever read it.
I'll post the video here. It's funny because I'm trying to find like a good video for this. They're all really short.
Here's the thing. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's barely functionally a video game.
Sure.
It is 100% designed just to be a semi-interactive chiptune album. Basically, it's a record. It's a collection of records. Essentially, it's the games that are in it are small little like Game and Watch-esque games. And they're cute, but there's not a lot of meat on the bones with them. But again, it's kind of not important because it is just a interactive series of albums. What you see on the games is kind of what you get, and then the rest is just music albums. It's great. It's great. It's unique. It's a unique release. It's like I said, it's barely It's barely a video game. It's kind of like back in the day when you used to put a CD in a PC and it might have had like a music video hidden on it or something hidden in the files or whatever. If you put it in a computer, it has that kind of charm to it. In a cute way of releasing an album. I kind of don't know anything about this artist.
Sure.
Anything that they've done other than this, and I mean they're very good at it. They're very good at the sort of NES aesthetic and the chiptune music stuff. It's like it's very listenable. It's very good. So you know what? It's a solid release. It's a unique release. It's not something you see every day making its way into any video game storefronts. I think it's just on the Switch. I would assume it would feel like
so too.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a neat Steam release because music on your computer is kind of a thing. But like, hey, you might as well just I just go to their website. I'm sure they have these.
Yeah. So it's like five in one, right? Based on this video that we're seeing, there's like 5 different sort of
three
interactive albums, I guess.
Yeah, 3 albums that have neat little things that you can kind of poke around with, but it's mostly just albums and music that you listen to, and it changes what the background's doing. And then 2 games that they themselves are also just albums that sort of move along with as you're playing these little like they're very, like I said, very Game and Watch adjacent feeling. Old, like it feels like something like Nintendo would put like in a WarioWare game in a weird way, but like long form. I like that one's literally just jumping around
Hmm.
and collecting things, and then you have this the other one, that ninja one is actually pretty good, where it's just kind of like a weird scrolling shooter where you're on the ground and it's like your firepower is based on sort of how many dudes you've got and stuff. So that was pretty neat. I don't even know what I'm drafting for now. What the fuck?
What's interesting about this? So RIKI is the manga artist, and the music is by like there's like 40 plus chiptune and gaming composers, folks that have worked on like ActRaiser and Ape Escape and Revenge of Shinobi. So there's a lot of folks from the era, Final Fantasy X, a lot of folks from that era that have worked in this game. They've created music and helped kind of develop the music for this game. So it's out now.
Oh, it's out now. Can you create your own music with it?
No, it doesn't have like a music creator.
Oh, okay, because it looked like it had like a
thing. Does. I was confused too. I thought you could like manipulate like the music in some way. Like, oh, can I drop things and stuff? There seems, but it really it's not that deep. There's a little of it in there, but it's not a lot going on.
I'll just stick with my core.
Really, it's just designed to be their music album release.
Got it.
JJ, it's your turn, by the way.
I know, but I'm talking as well.
Cool idea for a game. RIKI 8-bit game collection. It's out now on the Switch. And like you said, JJ, we don't know if it's coming to any other platforms or not. Maybe it will, but
cool. Good pick.
Okay. What else have you been playing, JJ?
Fuck. My brain is The Thing remastered for PlayStation 5. That a lot of people like that game. I thought I liked that.
It looks bad.
I thought I liked that game. I think I liked that game in 2003. Which it may have been great in 2003, but in 2024/5, a lot of very cool ideas that just don't play off very well. And it's PlayStation 2 as hell. Like it takes forever for the game to sort of get going, and then it doesn't like. There's not holding your hand in a good way and not holding your hand in a bad way. And this is the bad way because you can just kind of not know what you're doing, like, and not really get any hint of where you're going and stuff. And the enhanced visuals are nice and all, but like, I don't know, there's something conceptually cool about it because like there are spoilers for like a 20-year-old game here, but like there are moments where the thing is like a scripted NPC. It turns out to be the monster, and then you get attacked. And then there are ones that are 100% unscripted. Like there are times where an NPC in the game will have been infected, and it's not part of like a scripted event. It's just that's the process of how this game works, and that's cool. That's a cool idea because you never really know. And it's very tense, but it doesn't happen very often. And it's got a cool concept of a sort of like a squad-based thing, kind of, where everyone has their own, like, it's like a 4-person team, and it's like the medic's good at like one part, or good at, but they're like bad at like physical attacks and stuff like that. It's got some cool stuff, but none of it ever really feels like it ever comes together in any sort of meaningful way. I don't like it. I was gonna say there've been better versions of this game, but I guess not really. It's like the best. The thing, it seems like such a layup that I think 2025 technology is sort of primed for a new game, although it's going to be like knowing them, it's going to be like an asymmetrical live service thing and not It'll be like the what was it, the Friday the 13th game and Dead by
yeah,
Daylight and stuff like that.
You play the thing.
Yeah, it's like no, but it's like you all start off in one group until like all of a sudden it's your turn to reveal yourself. Like there's
it's
something
just Among Us. Like that would just be Among Us.
Yeah, it really is. It's just Among Us. Among Us does the thing better than the thing video game for the most part. It's just the PS2 was a beautiful era for video games, but for every beautiful game there was 4 or 5 just like sub mediocre. Like it's a weird game to bring back because conceptually it's cool, but I don't think anyone's favorite game was ever the thing, and it will never be the thing. But yeah, nah, not a fan. Oh god, I gotta see what it's yeah, okay, yeah, all right. I'm reading Stefan's. Yeah.
You got anything else, JJ, that you've been playing?
Zen Pinball has a new sort of like app out on phones that I was able to get in it. It's out now, and it's called Zen Pinball World. And it's just sort of their standard Zen Pinball release on mobile platforms, but with the good move of making it a vertical game, so you can just sort of play pinball like this, just like you're holding your phone, so it just looks like you're playing a normal like you're just on your phone. It doesn't look like you're actually wasting your time playing Star Trek: The Next Generation pinball. But it's just there's standard pinball release, but on phones, and it plays great. It looks great. I think Zen Pinball is just a perfect little
South
pinball
Park
franchise. Yeah, they've got so many licenses and stuff, and rotating schedule of freebies, and you can buy them, and it's just it all exists to be nickel and diming you, but like for the most part, it's perfectly cromulent mobile version of pinball. They've mastered the physics of pinball, so it doesn't matter if you've only got like 2 or 3 tables that play the same, just with like different, just like real life pinball, which is good because like pinball physics have been weird for a while.
Have you played Xenotilt?
Yeah, Xenotilt. I have.
Is that kick ass or what?
I love Xenotilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a sick game.
I was really tempted to buy it, but I'm like, I don't know.
It's my turn. I have to counter pick now.
Okay. Cool. Good game choices.
I didn't realize counter picking was picking other people's thing.
Yeah, you have to pick the game that you think's gonna suck.
Oh, based on what somebody else picks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all on our final picks right now, and we're not talking noses.
Well, I mean,
yeah. Oh man, Taylor got Hollow Knight and Like a Dragon. I was going for Dispatch because that was.
Um,
I feel like Hollow Knight just isn't gonna come out, man.
Yeah. I was looking at Hollow Knight, and I was looking at Mina the Wanderer, and like, I don't know, I don't think that's coming out in 2025. I haven't heard shit about it in forever.
Oh, he's got Lies of P, Untitled First. I mean, people did not like Lies of P, so I'm just gonna give that'll be my counter pick. Sorry, Taylor. The only person I know that loved Lies of P is Stefan. That's why I'm picking against it. Just kidding. Just kidding. Interesting. And there's so that's the fantasycritic.com or fantasycritic.games is where we're at doing this interesting thing here. So yeah, I'm JJ's picking his, and it goes to keeping it sleazy, exagermoose, exaginous, and then it's me, Sweaty Baby Ink. Can we change our studio's names or are the names of our things afterwards? I don't know.
You can, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Zach picked Grand Theft Auto 6. Hey guys, it ain't coming out this year. I can almost guarantee you it ain't gonna come out this year. They could just, by not putting out Grand Theft Auto 6 this year, they're actually making more sales on GTA 5 every time they mention GTA 6. Like GTA 5 sales spike. So they'll just keep mentioning GTA 6, and at the very end of the season, they'll be like, "It's GTA 6 is delayed until the first quarter of 2026," and then GTA 5 sales will spike yet again. So,
you're all going to be eating your hats when GTA 6 comes out in November of 2025.
Oh, you'll be. Go ahead.
I would love nothing more than to have GTA. I would love GTA 6 to come out this year. I think there's a gnat's ball hair chance of it coming out in 2025. There is the potential, but no part of me really the rest of me is like, no way. There will be a new GTA release this year, and it's going to be GTA 5 on the Switch too.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, you are right, man. I have a feeling that's what's gonna be.
The whole GTA 5 ecosystem is so wild to me.
It's so crazy. You watch some videos of people doing the online stuff, and I'm like, this game's kind of vague, almost unrecognizable.
It's like Roblox almost.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
adult
Roblox.
Adult Roblox. This is the adult Lego version of GT.
Just people with these are people with insurance and mortgages in GTA.
And they're role playing cops and whatever.
Insuring their car so it doesn't get destroyed.
That's what they'll do. They'll be like, here's GTA 5, the same GTA 5, but now we have it in a new box.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what what they do. The GTA 6 online is going to be. GTA 6 might be mostly online.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it'll probably. I mean, there were the rumors early on that it was initially it was going to take place across all these different locations, and it was going to be online focused so that you could go to these different locations and people can. Yeah, so
there was a time where I thought we were past that. It was going to be a while until we got the multi-location open world things, but these last couple of years where there's been some really crazy way game worlds have worked. You put on Alan Wake 2 and see what they're doing and how quickly they're able, and the SSD shit and all that stuff. Nobody's real issue with game size anymore, really. You know what? Having 2 full-size maps is not really that crazy of a thought.
It's true. Yeah.
Remember GTA 1 was 3 full cities?
That it was massive, right? Yeah. Well, looks like the last person picking is Taylor in our draft here. The last of us on Team SideQuesting are going to be signing off right now from the podcast. We want to thank everybody. Wow, we kept this sucker under an hour. That's the first that's happened. We went over news and a bunch of games we were playing, and I enjoyed it. And I got coffee, and I'm gonna do a quick little workout. And I look because I have this. I just realized I have this my little skull cap. I look like every crazy right wing blogger. Video fodder.
Tim Pool right now.
Do I? Oh no. I'm Dad Pool. No. So. Yeah, it's we're going to be signing off. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. JJ, thank you for being tired. Yeah. Johnny, thank you for being crazy frog, a Todd Howard disciple.
No problem.
With your little dingle dangle hanging out there, you weirdo.
Yeah. That was the name of the song, Dingle Dangle. And then thank myself. And thank all our beautiful listeners and viewers. We had quite a few during our chats here. Everybody hopping in. Zero, it was great. Zero is he's home by now, which is good. So that's good. He was able to happen. We left around the same time, so he should be home at this moment. If you're dropping messages while you're still on the road, shame on this kid. He's home right now. A good time. And you know what, Stefan, that's a good point. We need more Patreon communication. I think we will. I think we will do one. We'll do an STS, which is like shoot the shit. Or maybe we'll just call it Friends of the Show or something. We'll just get together and just for the Patreon folks. Let me figure out how to do that with StreamYard, and we'll get rocking. It might end up being just on Twitch or on YouTube. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. Or in the Discord, that could be it too. We'll figure it out. With that said, SideQuesting.com. Hop into the Discord there. Click that button. SideQuesting TV over on YouTube and Twitch. And you can find us on Blue Sky. You can see where JJ's at. Johnny's on there as Be Gentle, I'm Stupid. I'm on there as at Dolly Domofsky. And that's it. We'll see you on the next episode of the SideQuest. Toodles. Goodbye.
Bye.